I said a while ago that I would share a poem that made me cry when I wrote it. This is a poem that I wrote for my PhD project, and I've held off a little bit in sharing it because I wasn't sure if I was going to still use it, but I've actually rewritten this entire section, so this won't be used. And if you read it on here, you can't then publish it elsewhere, or you can't always publish it elsewhere. So like I said, it made me cry when I wrote it, but it's not a sad poem. And I think it was more that it like represented hope, and it sort of obviously was doing something healing or cathartic to me at the time. There's only one other poem that when I read it makes me cry, but this one is the only one that I've ever cried when I wrote it. So hopefully you enjoy it and it doesn't make anybody cry, and it's called Remembering Lucifer. She dreamt she was sleeping in a cave, but her body was that of Ursula the sea witch, slimy black tentacles in place of her legs, covered in thick layers of rotten seaweed and creatures that had become tangled in her flesh. At first she saw nothing but darkness, and was afraid to consider leaving the familiarity of pain. Where would she go, and what would the fish, crabs, and Lord forbid deep sea divers think of her hideousness? Would they swim and scuttle away? Would they try to shoot her with arrows and bind her down here with no hope of escape? Then she saw tiny specks of light dance in her head. At first she thought it was a hallucination, but a biology teacher uttered the words bioluminescence, photoprotein and parallel evolution in a classroom far away, and she listened. Lucifer, is that you? She'd missed her favourite angel, remembered that's why she hid away to sleep when he left, in the hope she could dream him back to life. She wrenched from side to side, loosening seagrass and weed knots, and her hideous legs slipped away, revealing a blue-green mermaid's tail. She followed the light, creating thunderous waves as she flicked her scales. Boom, boom, boom. Her movement woke the deep from its pity sleep. When she grew tired, an orca joined her wake, and she rested on the tip of its nose. There she stood as she burst up and out of the sea, creating a giant jet spray. And she ran across the water, ran all the way to the home she'd left behind. Thank you. Please like and subscribe for more content.